So one thing that might be helpful to you guys is to explain how we're thinking about how these things might be templates, themes, libraries might be deployed across your organization and how you would use them. So a good example of this that I have in mind at least is that at one point we were doing a company hackathon around here. Everyone was required to make a video, and we were building this feature around templates and packages. And I needed a way for the entire company to be able to consistently produce at least content that had the same background color and a consistent intro bumper and outro bumper. So I built a template for it. And so we'll go ahead. I'm in the template manager on Windows. You get to this through, what is it? Edit. No, File. Manage templates. It's a launcher, so I'm going to go ahead and launch that template, double clicking on it. And once the template opens up, you'll see it's real simple. I made a very basic one-track timeline here. Bumpers in, option for people to throw a personal video in, and then some screen content. Explicitly trying to call out what the size of the screen content was with the placeholder, right? So this is, while it's not requiring users or doing anything fancy behind the scenes, it's at least giving them guidance on what you're looking for. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The other thing is, okay, so I have, besides these bumpers, which in the case of the template, I just decided to make pre-render for people so they wouldn't screw them up. I also have two groups in here that are actually quick properties where people could just type in their names and titles. That's something you guys can't create yet on your own, but we're piloting around the idea of would be useful for templates. Less they have to know about the editor, the better is the theory. But I also recognize that not everyone was going to follow my suggested format, and that me, myself, if I'm using this template, might want some more tools. So I built a library for it. And what you see in my library is essentially, here's all my logos, animated logos, for the bumpers that I built. Here's some slides and I'll just drag them down to the timeline. Some slides that I built, title cards, other things. Let's hide this. So you can see, hey, if you want to add bullets, a bulleted list, I don't encourage it, but that might be your cup of tea. Didn't want to stop you from using it, right? So get rid of that. A more basic, hey, you want to reuse the slide title? Good. And that same asset vote for project. Just showing you that you can build a variety of different tools. You were hiding, I think Dean was suggesting that he was hiding callouts on the timeline for reuse inside of the template. What we'd encourage you to do is actually build a library that's designed to work with your template that has, your logos and your icons and all that other stuff in here. And then create yourself a theme. I've got a ton of themes. If I go into the theme manager here, inside of Work, they tell me I might have a problem because I've got like 70 themes installed. But you create your own theme. You don't even have to, at this point, you create the theme, you save it. Same thing with the template. Create the theme or create the template and save it. You don't even have to do the export option to do what I'm going to tell you next, right? Same is true for your library. Create a library, add the assets that you want to reuse. Parallels locked up on me for a second there, but all right. So create your library. Just don't have to do anything. You don't have to export anything. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to go File, and you're going to go Export Package. And this is what we lovingly internally call the package manager, right? So this gives you the ability to deploy in a single zip one or more templates, one or more themes, one or more libraries. You can even include shortcuts, favorites, tool presets, that type of stuff. So in the case of the hackathon, I'm going to go down, I'm going to find my hackathon template. Yep, hey, I know most of my people are running Windows, so I'm going to give them that template. I'm going to give them the hackathon theme. We'll scroll down and find the hackathon theme. And then there's also that library I wanted to ship with it too, which is the Hackathon 2019. So then you're going to go ahead and choose export a package. We're going to give it a name, Hackathon 2019. We're going to save it somewhere where I can find it. Maybe on my desktop for now. And we'll just go ahead and save. Once that is all bundled up and exported out, you will see that down here on my file system, I've now got hackathon2019.cam package. Ignore the fact that there's not pretty icons here. I'm running Parallels on a MacBook Pro, so my file associations are all crazy screwed up. But in a normal scenario, you would just hand this CAM package off to your users, put it up on a network drive or something. When they double-click on that, it's going to install the themes, the templates, the libraries, all that other stuff that you included into it, into their machine, and then their workflow is new from template. Or what I think we should go towards, which is putting this template manager more front and center, so it's more of a WYSIWYG. Oh yeah, hey, that's the project I'm supposed to use. So we're talking about that internally, and I think we're going to refine that workflow as we go forward. But packages are really your ticket. Libraries are something that were completely revamped in 2018, really powerful, and we unfortunately did not do a very good job of explaining how and why you should use them. But as we started to complete the story for people who are deploying inside of organizations and trying to get more consistent projects and make it a little easier for more experienced users to help new people up, we've completed more and more of the picture: themes, templates, packages, down the line. So hope this helps. Keep on sending in the good feedback.